Happy, beautiful day, everyone. This is Jen with the Best Life Creation Society here on this most beautiful, beautiful day. It has been a magnificent day in Best Life, and I hope your day has been very pleasing for you as well. I just got off of a workshop, over 2 hours of beautiful, expansive, delightful flow and conversation and enhancement for all of us. Um, and today was filled with beautiful classes, a big variety. There was also a workshop in Norwegian hosted by Brit Drageset over in Norway. Such a beautiful, beautiful offering that we have in Best Life. So if you speak Norwegian, yeah, or if you're in Norway, know that we have something for you every Monday. Also, the topic that I'm going to cover today is around physical health and well-being. And in addition to what I'm going to share, if you are having any issues with your health, your physical well-being in any way, I encourage you to find Espen's Facebook Live that he did earlier today, or go to our YouTube channel. It's featured there as well. It's Process 21 from this book, Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And really, really delightful. And I feel you'll find a lot of benefit in going through that. So, and I wanted to share, it's a combination of two quotes recently from Abraham-Hicks. And so take a listen. It says, "In your world today, there are countless action remedies, medicines, surgeries, and exercises offered. But there are not enough actions in the world to compensate for vibrational resistance. Since every disease or unwanted condition exists because well-being is being disallowed, then in the absence of that disallowance, well-being will return. It is a common thing for people to begin to lean in the direction of recovery, only to stop and take score too soon. And when they still find unwanted symptoms or conditions, they then offer resistant thought and lose the improved ground they have gained. With consistent releasing of resistance, all unwanted conditions will subside, returning you to your natural state of well-being. You could stand here sick with 10 illnesses today, and tomorrow have no evidence of any of them. Your body has the ability to replenish itself that fast. But most of you do not have the ability to change your thoughts that fast. So the amount of time that it takes between sickness and wellness is only the amount of time that it takes for me to figure out how to let it in, or for you to figure out how to let it in. For me or for you to figure out how to feel good when I'm looking at something that makes me feel bad. Yeah, that's the key, right? Right there. Because the universe is always responding to our vibration. And we've talked about it a bit before. The key is to recognize that everything is vibrational first. And so to offer our vibration from an unconditional space. That means not to look at the circumstances that surround us and say, oh, I feel good because my body feels good, or oh, I feel good because it's a sunny day. But instead, to come into alignment with our vibration and say, I feel good, right? To really find that vibration and align with it, and then observe our body and say, oh, and my body is matching that feeling. Or look outside, and regardless of the weather, you'll find beauty and enrichment in it. Yeah, and the idea with everything we're doing is to help you find greater stability in your feelings, to really come into alignment with your feelings and to recognize that our bodies are so responsive always to the vibrations that we're offering. And when we are focused on the well being that is natural to us and letting go of the things that are resisting that, right? So things like worry, concern, being overcautious, being fearful, dreading, preconceived notions like this disease has always been in my family, or different things that cause concern. So letting go of those resistant thoughts. And this is something that we can all do, but it does take a decision, right? It does take us deciding to hold our focus on in the direction of that which feels better, right? So that doesn't mean pretending things that feel bad feel good. No. Instead, if you have something going on in your body that is displeasing to you, maybe you have a really sensitive digestive system. Well, acknowledge that, right? Okay, I have a really sensitive digestive system, and it often gives me discomfort, right? But that's okay. I'm happy that I can feel that. And I'm happy to know that my sensitive digestion isn't coming from something outside of me. It's coming because I'm offering vibrations that are holding that resistance in place. My sensitive digestive system is actually telling me, it's actually helping me to know that there's other vibrations in it that I'm attached to that maybe I'm not aware of, or that I'm avoiding, or that I'm just tolerating. Yeah. But instead, you can, you recognize that digestive system, right? And acknowledge it. And then see what comes next. Maybe a little bit of a thought will come to you, a worry or something, right? Well, if it does, acknowledge that. Yeah, I have been feeling some worry over the discomfort I've been feeling. But that's okay. That's okay, because I know that I've been thinking about it and worrying about it because my desire is to feel better. And I know that my desire is right. And isn't it awesome to know that I can shift my focus? Isn't it wonderful to know that I can appreciate the indicators that are coming to me to let me know there's something a bit resistant in my vibration? And that's okay, because everything in this universe is flowing forward. And as things are flowing forward, everything is new, including me. And I know that well being is at the core of who I am. I know that well being is at the core of everything, every cell in this universe. And I've come to understand that if I just relax and allow, things in my life will come into their place of improvement. And I'm not going to take score of my body too soon. I'm not going to focus too much in on that. I'm going to pay attention to how I'm feeling. I'm going to pay attention to thoughts that may come that don't match my new decision to flow in the direction of that which feels better. And when a thought comes to me, or a feeling, or a belief, I'm going to acknowledge it. And then I'm going to shift it to something which is more true to me now. And I'll do it as many times as the thoughts come. I'll do it with joy. I'll do it knowing that every time I acknowledge something that's not a match to who I really am, to the well-being that I really am, and I acknowledge it, and I shift it to something that matches more of me in this moment, more of the well-being that I'm all about, I know that I'll feel better and better and better. And the whole purpose of this is to help you. And I'm going to read this right from this quote, to provide a basis or a nucleus for the physical improvement, right? Meditation will do that. This process that I just described to you, by when something, a thought or a belief comes that's different than your desire, just acknowledge it. Don't push against it. Just acknowledge it and then shift it to something that's more true to you. Because it also enhances, doing this enhances every other treatment you're doing. If you're doing some form of treatment, every other adjustment you're making, if you're taking certain medications, or if you're adjusting your patterns of eating, or if you're doing some other kinds of treatments, by you shifting your focus into beliefs that match your desires, who you really are, thoughts, beliefs that feel better, oh, you can do anything. You can achieve any state of well being. Mm. And I know we focused a lot today on health, but this works for every area of your life. The key to it is to be easy about it. Begin where you are. If you have something, in your physical well being that isn't as you prefer, well, you can only be where you are. Acknowledge that and then gently shift forward. Pay attention to how you feel, and be easy about it as you flow forward. And when thoughts that come to you that don't match, well, acknowledge them and appreciate your ability to bring them into alignment with your new decision, and see how much better you'll be feeling, so quickly, so easily. See how much more freely the energy will be flowing through your body. It works. It works every time. You are worth it. It's who you naturally are. You are meant to feel good. This life is meant to bring you great joy, and everything in it is for you always.